process depending on the position. It can be like for me, it took me about 2 to 3 weeks to get hired because I had 3 interviews. But like people that work part time will hire like on the spot. Depends.
Who usually does the hiring?
Store managers and district managers are the only people that can put you into the system technically and have you actually start. But I would trust somebody like a manager in training or an assistant manager to make those kinds of judgment calls on whether somebody should be hired.
Why would you trust them?
Why?
Why would you trust like someone that's not an official manager to do that?
Because if they can't do that, then they shouldn't be doing. Shouldn't be in the position that they're in.
Right. Okay.
Can you explain to us what exactly you do as a manager?
I do everything from. I do everything because the staff is small and because of just the way the store is laid out. Managers do everything from selling to paperwork to, obviously like we just talked about, I do the hiring process.
So would you say that you have a fairly important role as a leader for your the employees that
I would
work
say
under you?
that this store, this business in particular, allows us to run our store pretty independently. I don't like write checks for rent or anything like that, but that's all taken, corporate pays for all my utilities and stuff like that. But for the most part, as far as staff, somewhat product, and then sales, that's all pretty much left to the manager to decide.
When you say product, what do you mean? Like what goes into the store?
I have a certain say in what distribution gives me, how much of it, when I get a recall, when that makes sense for my business, markdowns, things like that. Obviously some of this is dictated by corporate, but like I can ask Nicole or district manager for a recall, it'll populate my system, and that helps me make room for more new product.
Talking about the interview, what are like the dynamics of an employee interview? What do you like look for when you're hiring someone?
Depends. We look for three things. We look for people that are cool, passionate, and worldly. Those are our three things we look for. So, how those things translate to each individual person is what's important. So, not every person is going to be passionate about the same thing, and they're not all going to be worldly or cultured in the same way. But those are qualities that we look for in each person. I guess would be that. And obviously, you want to look for. I guess everything kind of falls behind that. Like, are they good people? Are they capable of learning? Those are just raw characteristics you want from any person working at any job. But beyond that, what all those for people that are cool, passionate.
When you get a new recruit, what kind of training do you usually give them?
There's a full orientation process. There's 5 sessions. They can be done one session each day, or it could be a session in a week. Depends on how quick they are. Depends on how long their shift is. It all depends upon. Somebody who works twice a week might need to do session 1 over the course of 3 shifts. So there is an entire training process.
That was like the questions and stuff, the sessions, right?
How do you think you're perceived by other members in the organization?
Depends on who the person is. Obviously, I work under a district manager who works under a regional director who works under what do they call? I guess she works underneath the president of Aldo USA. And then how part-time staff looks at me versus full-time versus Micah's at MIT, manager in training. I guess the perception is different across the board.
What steps did you have to take to become a manager?
I came into the company as an assistant. Basically, had to go through all the training that you would require as an assistant manager, and then from there had to show that I was capable of running a store in a management capacity before they'll give you like actually key your own store. So a lot of it, some people will come into the company as managers, but I would say a good deal of our managers started at the company as part-time or as a key holder or something like that where they work their way up.
What do you think? Oh, go ahead. What do you think the most important values are to the Aldo organization?
Our company is built on 3 values: love, integrity, and respect. That's really it.
Could you discuss some activities that are maybe formal or informal that Aldo does specifically to make employees feel more involved?
You mean like for training and things like that?
Yeah, just to get them acclimated.
A lot of it is, like usually if I have somebody new, I'll spend a good 45 minutes with them just trying a product on. Because that allows you to learn, them to learn about the product, and me to learn about them. So it works well.
Did that with me?
What is that?
Did that with me?
Yeah. It's always a good indicator to see how somebody, what they look for in a shoe, and oftentimes what we look for in a product is how we sell a product. So, if I buy shoes based on comfort, when I'm selling a product to a customer, I'm going to discuss comfort mostly because that's what I relate to most. So, what else do we do?
Are there any planned activities within the organization?
There are some. Like those little activities that they give you throughout the orientation and stuff like that. It's up to manager's discretion if it makes sense to do or not. Mostly it's just role playing.
Do you guys have fashion shows or any events like that?
Not so much. We participate in New York Fashion Week this year, but as within a store, not so much.
What about for different members of the organization? How do you get them assimilated? For different employees, how do you, as a manager, vary your assimilation process for each of them?
So you mean how would I? How is my process different?
Different for varying members.
It depends on obviously what role you're going to play. Like right now, I'm training the store manager. Who's going to be the store manager here, and so a lot of what I'm training her is a lot of operations. Somebody that's a new part-time person, I might just really only train them on sales because that's what they're there for. So my activities will be dictated based on what their main job responsibility is. I trust that, if we're hiring somebody that's a store manager, I trust them to be capable of selling. However, the stuff that I really need to teach you is going to be stuff that, how to open and close a store, who you call under these circumstances. There's a lot of what we do is operational in addition to the sales aspect.
What qualities or traits do you possess that you feel makes you an effective leader?
I think a lot of it is leading by example. And by leading by example in this business in particular, I think a lot of it has to do with product knowledge, being able to put forth results, never asking your staff members to do something that you wouldn't do yourself. Being willing to come in with paper towel, Windex, and spot mop the floor, while also at the same time being able to direct your team into producing results themselves. I think a lot of it is abstract, and so it's hard to put. I guess I ask myself the same question a lot, and I haven't come up with a solid answer, but something that I do work.
It does.
Why would someone want to work at Aldo's? What draws potential workers? Is there any sort of benefits, by chance? Or?
I think because not much of our staff is eligible for benefits. I think that's usually not in a lot of it. There are some. I mean, obviously, there's always the employee discount and things like that. But you find that the people that are working there just for a paycheck and just for their discount are the people that don't last very long or don't put forth results. You can always tell when somebody's working simply from the numbers. I think that the people that come to us are people that buy into our product and they buy into our philosophy. I would say it's not very often that we hire somebody that comes in and they drop off an application and then they're going to 6 other places to drop off 6 other applications. Usually the people that we hire, they come to us, they've applied just here or we've recruited them, tried to bring them on our staff that way. So I think that a lot of times people come to Aldo because of our concept, because of our product, because of the atmosphere, because of the current staff, things like that.
Talking about recruitment, what are like some of the methods that Aldo goes about?
Horrible at recruiting.
Yeah.
That's probably my biggest weakness. Recruiting is just networking is mostly what it is. So Emily, I recruited Emily, who's going to be the store manager here, and she, it was just a matter of going in. I went into her old store, ended up talking to her. She said she was kind of looking for an opportunity, and so I set up another interview, and it's really just a matter of knowing enough people in your mall, setting yourself aside. I think that recruiting in this industry is very different than what people most. It's hard to say for sure how those skills translate, but for us, it's mostly just knowing the people that you work with around.
Right.
Knowing that, maybe somebody's quitting at Starbucks in a couple weeks because they're not getting along with the manager, and they're a really nice person, and they make your coffee every time. You might say, hey, why don't you come fill out an application? That's really what recruiting is at the end of the day.
On like on the higher organizational level, is there a different way of recruiting? Do you know?
I think that's a pretty intense process. Like you would probably want to ask Nicole that because I know she came on as a district manager.
Right. Okay.
She never was a store manager in this company. She was with the previous one.
Oh, so she got recruited.
I don't know if she was recruited or she applied. I don't know how that worked.
Okay, yeah, I'll call her.
Is it possible for somebody that works for the company to move up in a position like relatively quickly, or
Yeah.
say somebody's working there for years and they're still at the same position and then somebody new comes in and they've only been working there for a few months and they get bumped up? Is that typical, or
It's all results based.
does it go based on how much they're selling in the store? Or?
Somewhat. There's 3 S's that you're judged on. It's sales, salary, and satisfaction. So that's your numbers, your payroll, and then your quality, or your feedback from your customer base. So those are the major ways that they look at your productivity as a manager. I was an assistant for about 9 months. I was an assistant manager for 9 months. I got my first store in February. I was at that store for about 7 or 8 weeks. I was promoted to a higher volume store. I was there for about a month and a half. I was promoted to Buffalo, which is the second highest volume store in the district. So you can move forward pretty quickly to some extent.
You've probably seen a lot of people come and go as employees.
Just because I've been in 3 stores in 5 months, yes, I've dealt with a lot of different staff. Sure.
Do you think that your ideas about working for Aldo has changed from when you first started working there to the position you're in now?
I would say that my viewpoint is much more big picture than what it was. I was not a manager when I came on. As in, my mindset wasn't in management. My mindset was that I was there for a shift to work for my paycheck and then go home at the end of the day. Now I have a greater sense of responsibility, which honestly makes sense because I run the store, but that was a huge mindset change for me personally.